A Filipino-American bookkeeper was one among those awarded over $370 million in defamation case against Guest Incorporated co-founder Georges Marciano. This is the very first case of attorney Cheryl Deptowicz-Diaz, who immigrated with her family from the Philippines to the United States in 1982. Mrs. Tagle was her first client. According to attorney Diaz, Mrs. Tagle was one of several people that were sued by Georges Marciano. She worked for him for almost 10 years as a bookkeeper. And in 2006, all of a sudden, she was put on leave. It was a shocker. It came unexpected. And then 3 months later, she was terminated. Nothing prepared attorney Diaz for what ended up being the biggest case in many defamation cases. This is actually the fourth biggest defamation award in the county of Los Angeles. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Public Affairs. Once again, this is Awi Bayari, and very proud today because I have with me attorney Cheryl Deptowicz-Diaz. She's a lawyer for one of the awardees in the $370 million defamation lawsuit. A member of the State Bar of California, American Immigrant Lawyers Association, the Los Angeles County Bar Association, and the National Association of Women Lawyers. Admitted in all California courts, and at the same time, as well as the Central and Southern California U.S. District Courts. I'm very proud to present her to the entire world. Attorney Cheryl Deptowicz-Diaz, welcome.
Thank you very much for having me here, Awi. I'm very grateful for your invitation, and I'm happy to be here.
Thank you very much. You know, many lawyers would like to know, how did you get this case when you were one of the awardees in the $370 million defamation lawsuit? And it was your first case.
It was my first jury trial, and it was sheer luck. All of my cases so far have been through referrals from friends and family, and I've been a solo practitioner in Diaz Law Firm since February of '08. And Beth Tagle was my first client, and she's a friend of my mom. She needed help because her employer Georges Marciano had sued her for defamation, for embezzlement, for breach of contract, 12 different things. And, she had suits against him too. So we filed a lawsuit. We defended his claims, and we won. So his case was dismissed, his case against her. And then we countersued for defamation, intentional infliction of emotional distress, for labor claims, not paying her for missed meals and missed breaks. And we won all of those things, too, in July of 2009. Yeah.
Congratulations. And we're here actually to give inspiration to a lot of the viewers, especially those who would like to become lawyers like you, a successful one. Well, why did you become a lawyer?
Oh, for different reasons. One, my mother suggested it and asked me to do it. But really, it came from having lived in, having grown up poor. I'm not ashamed to say I come from humble beginnings. I was born in the Philippines. We lived in Santa Cruz, Manila, in Tayuman, where we did not have running water. So the idea of injustice and poverty was very real for us. And then when we moved to the United States, the idea was we were going to improve our lives, but then only to find that we were always struggling economically. My parents had to work. Both of them had to work. There were 5 of us kids. And so knowing the law became important, became very real, and it was like this hunger that people can't live like this. It's not right. What's wrong with this inequality? Why are people working so hard yet getting so little? Why are other people who work so little yet have so much? And so I wanted to understand those concepts, and the law and the study of law was the most natural thing,
We thank you so much for joining us today. And please, to our viewers, kindly mention the areas of your expertise and how they can get in touch with you.
Okay. areas that I handle, and because expertise is actually a legal term that we're not allowed, you have to have practiced 5 years and all of that. But the practice areas are bankruptcy, like Chapter 7 and Chapter 13, family law, especially when they involve child custody and child support issues. Let's see, immigration and criminal defense. Those are the areas that I handle. Yeah.
But you're our expert right here on public affairs. Awi Bear saying thank you so much for joining us today, and congratulations, making all the Philippine Americans proud and our Philippines proud too. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Awi. Thank you.